Hello students, you all are welcome to Math Maha Mantra, where number speaks, logic rules and the concept becomes crystal clear. Previous session में किसी भी straight line का intercepts क्या होता है एवं how we can find out the equation of any line when it is parallel to x-axis and y-axis and what is the equation of x-axis and y-axis ये आप लर्न किए हैं. इस सेशन में we learn a standard form of equation of a line which we call slope-intercept form. Okay? तो आप जानते हैं कि कोई भी स्ट्रेट लाइन हो उसका जनरल इक्वेशन क्या होता है? इट इज ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 where a, b, c are real numbers but there is a restriction. A and B both cannot be 0 at the same time. Okay. What is the equation of a straight line with slope-intercept form? So first I have to know what is slope-intercept form. Okay. आप जानते हैं कि किसी भी स्ट्रेट लाइन का स्लोप को स्मॉल m से रिप्रेजेंट किया जाता है where small m is equal to tan theta. What is theta? Theta is the inclination with the positive direction of x-axis. Previous session में इस बारे में आप लर्न किए हैं. And what is intercept? ये भी previous session में आप लर्न किए हैं कि there are basically two types of intercepts. One is x-intercept, another is y-intercept. Okay. So what is x-intercept? किसी भी स्ट्रेट लाइन x एक्सिस को जिस पॉइंट में कट करेगा उसका जो x कोऑर्डिनेट होता है that we call x-intercept of the line. And if a straight line cuts y axis at any point, then the y coordinate of the cutting point is called y-intercept. Previous सेशन में आप लर्न की है कि x intercept and y intercept they may be positive or negative. It depends on which factor? It depends on the line which is cutting the axis in positive direction or negative direction of the axis. Okay. So slope intercept form means slope will be given. Okay, this is given. And another term is given either x-intercept or y-intercept. Okay. So geometrical meaning of the slope-intercept form of a straight line means the straight line with given slope and with given intercept. It may be x-intercept, it may be y-intercept. Okay, चलिए चलते हैं how to find out the equation of any straight line with slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form का दो केस होता है. First case is if the slope of the line is m and y-intercept is c. What does it mean? This is your x-axis, this is y-axis, and here is your origin. Say I have to find out the equation of this line, say L, which cuts y-axis at a point 0, c. Because y-intercept is given as c, that means it will cut the y-axis at a point 0, c. Okay. And what is given? This theta is given, means this is known, that is equal to tan theta. This is known. And another known is y-intercept. Okay, with the help of these two given condition, we have to find out the slope intercept form of the straight line. ये स्ट्रेट लाइन का जो लोकस है, किसी भी इंस्टेंट में सपोज जो मूविंग पॉइंट होता है P से, इसका कोऑर्डिनेट को XY मान लिया जाए. ओके, तो विथ द गिवन कंडीशन we can get a relation between x and y, and that relation will be called the equation of the line with slope and y-intercept form. Okay, चलिए, प्रीवियस सेशन में आप लर्न किए हैं हाउ टू फाइंड आउट द स्लोप ऑफ ए लाइन इफ इट पासेस थ्रू 2 पॉइंट्स. तो say 0C is the point x1 y1 and xy is the point x2 y2. So according to the concept of finding out of slope of the line, you know it is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. You have learnt it in the previous session. What is y2 here? That is y. What is y1? That is c. What is x2? That is x. And what is x1? That is 0. So we are getting y minus c by x. Okay, so you are getting this equation. So if you simplify this, what we can write? Y minus c, that is equal to mx, hence y is equal to mx plus c. So this is the equation of the line whose slope is m and y-intercept is c. Clear? Very important equation. You should remember this. So there is another case. Case 2 is slope of the line is given as small m, x-intercept is small d. So if you draw in Cartesian coordinate system, how will it look? This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. Here is your origin. So suppose this is the line, say L. Okay, so m is given, means this is known, and x-intercept means the x coordinate of the point, say A. This is D, means obviously the coordinate of this point A is D, 0. Okay, x-intercept means the x coordinate of the point at where this line cuts the x-axis. Okay, so these two are given, slope is given and x-intercept is given. So what will be the equation of this straight line? You consider the coordinate of the moving point at any instant of time, that is P, as x comma y. Okay, so 2 points are known. One is A, d comma 0, and one other is P, x comma y. So from the concept of finding out the slope, we can use this formula. M is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Say this is x2 y2 and this is x1. What is y2? This is y. What is y1? This is 0. What is x2? That is, say, x. And what is x1? That is d. So this is y by x minus d. So you are getting this relation. So if you cross multiply, what you will get? Y is equal to m into x minus t. So this is the equation of this line whose slope is small m and x-intercept is d. It's a very important equation. So you should remember this. So till now what we have learned? We have learned about how to find out the equation of a straight line in slope-intercept form if the slope is small m and x-intercept and y-intercepts are given. Okay. So till now you have learned two equations with slope-intercept form. First one is y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope of the line and c is the y-intercept, and second one is y is equal to m into x minus d, where d is the x-intercept. Okay. So there is another question कि if the line, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is your origin. If the line, say L, passes through origin, then what will be the equation of this line? So previous session में मैं बोला हूँ कि if a line passes through origin, then y-intercept or x-intercept will be what? 0. C is the y-intercept, D is the x-intercept, and C is equal to D is equal to 0 in this case if the line passes through the origin. Agree? In case of y-intercept, what is the equation of the line? That is y is equal to mx plus c. केस 1 में आप देखे हैं, एंड केस 2 में if x intercept is d, then what is the equation? It is y is equal to m into x minus t. So if you put c is equal to d is equal to 0, so here you will get y is equal to mx, and here also you will get y is equal to mx. So in both cases you are getting the same equation, that is y is equal to mx. So this is the equation of this line passing through origin, where m is the slope and x-intercept and y-intercept being 0. Clear? Okay. तो चलते हैं next topic में. The topic is, for any line, you know the general equation of a straight line, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Say this is any equation of a straight line. Okay. Now we have to find out the slope of this straight line and y or x-intercept of this straight line. ये दोनों को सपोज फाइंड आउट करना है. द इक्वेशन इज गिवन. तो इसको कैसे सॉल्व किया जाए? तो दो फॉर्म आप जानते हैं. केस 1 में क्या था? y इज इक्वल टू mx प्लस c. ओके, जिसमें y-intercept c एंड स्लोप इज m. केस 2 में आप क्या सीखे होंगे कि y इज इक्वल टू m इंटू x माइनस d, where m is the slope of the line and small d is the x-intercept. Okay, so the equation given is this. I have to find out the slope and intercepts of this straight line. So any of these If you want to find out the y-intercept, then you have to use this equation. And for finding out x-intercept, you have to use this equation. चलिए पहले y-intercept find out किया जाए. So if you arrange this equation, you can write in this form: vy is equal to minus ax minus c. Okay, that is y is equal to minus a by b into x minus c by b. If you divide both side of this equation by b, so I can write it in this form: okay. So if you compare, here say this is capital C and this is small c. Don't get confused. So what will be the slope of this line? It will be minus a by b. And what will be the y-intercept? That is equal to minus c by b. Okay. I think this concept is clear. If the equation of a line is given, how to find out the slope and y-intercept of the line. Now we have to find the x-intercept of the line. Okay. So यहाँ भी वही है, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So you have to arrange this equation accordingly. इस फॉर्म में आपको इक्वेशन को एक्सप्रेस करना है. So we can write it as by is equal to minus ax minus c. So if you take common minus a, then what will you get? You will get x plus c by a. Okay. So if you divide both sides by b, then you will get y is equal to minus a by b into x plus c by a. It can also be written as minus a by b x minus c by a. So if you compare this equation with this one, then what will be the m? m is equal to minus a by b. And what will be the value of d? That is minus c by a. So this will be your answer. Clear? Okay? चलिए, तो ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट अभी आप लर्न किए है, इससे रिलेटेड कुछ प्रॉब्लम को कैसे सॉल्व किया जा सकता है उसको भी देखा जाए. Until and unless you are solving various types of problems using any concept, the concept cannot be clear. चलते हैं डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम को कैसे सॉल्व किया जाता है using this formulas you have learned till now. So this is your first problem. Find the equation of the lines for which tan theta is equal to 1 by 3, where theta is the inclination of the line and given क्या है, y-intercept is equal to minus 5 by 2 and x-intercept is equal to 4. Okay. So first we will solve this problem. So solution क्या है? आप जानते हैं कि if slope is small m and y-intercept is c, then what is the equation? This is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. Given क्या है? m is equal to tan theta, that is equal to 1 by 3. Theta is the inclination of the line So tan theta will be its gradient, that is small m. So it is given as 1 by 3. So what is y-intercept? That is c is given as minus 5 by 2. So put the values in this equation. Y is equal to 1 by 3 into x, because m is 1 by 3, plus what is c? Minus 5 by 2. So it will be a minus 5 by 2. So what is the LCM? That is 6. So in the numerator you will get 2x minus 15. Okay. So if we cross multiply, then you will get 6y, that is equal to twice x minus 15. So you can write down this equation as twice x minus 6y minus 15 is equal to 0. So what is the final equation of this straight line with y-intercept minus 5 by 2? This is the answer. Clear? चलिए चलते हैं how to solve the second problem. In this case, x-intercept is given as 4. Say d is equal to 4. D is the x-intercept. What is the slope given? That is small m is equal to 1 by 3. And you have already learned that in this case, where x-intercept is given, the equation of the line will be this one. That is y is equal to m into x minus d. Okay. D is the x-intercept. So put the values. What is m? That is 1 by 3. X minus what is d? That is equal to 4. So if you simplify, then what you will get? 3y is equal to x minus 4. It implies x minus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the line where m is 1 by 3 slope and x-intercept is 4. Clear? चलते हैं next problem में. This is problem 2. What is the problem? Find the slope and y-intercept and x-intercept of the line. Equation of the line is given as 2y minus 6x is equal to 11. चलिए solve करते हैं. So what is the solution? तो first say I will find the slope and y-intercept. Okay. So I have to find out the slope of this line and y-intercept. Okay. So what is the equation of this slope-intercept form where intercept is y-intercept? You know, y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. So if you compare this equation, the equation given is 2y minus 6x is equal to 11. This is the base equation. So we have to write this equation in this form. So we can say 2y is equal to 6x plus 11. So if you divide this equation by 2, what you will get? Y is equal to 3x plus 11 by 2. So this is the equation. So if you compare this equation with the base equation, so what will be the value of the slope m? It will be equal to 3. And what will be the y-intercept? C, it will be equal to 11 by 2. Okay. So this is your answer. Now you have to find the x-intercept because the line is same. So slope will be 3 for both cases. And now we have to find out x-intercept. How to find? Let's see. Now we have to find the slope and x-intercept of this line. So for this case, we have to use this equation. If slope is m and x-intercept is d, then what is the equation of the line? y is equal to m into x minus d. Just you have learned it. So what is the equation given? That is twice y minus 6x is equal to 11. So my object is to write down this equation in this form. So how to write? So 2y that is equal to 6x plus 11, that is y is equal to 3x plus 11 by 2. If you divide this equation by 2, you will get this one. So if you take common 3, so you will get x plus 11 by 6. Okay. So if you rearrange this equation, then you can write this equation in this form. So y is equal to 3 into x minus 11 by 6. So if you compare this equation with the base equation, so what will be the slope? That is m is equal to 3. What will be the x-intercept? That is d is equal to minus 11 by 6. So this is your answer. Clear? चलते हैं next problem में. So this is your problem number 3. What is the problem? Find the equation of a line passing through a point 3, 2 with slope 2. चलिए इसका solution क्या होगा देखते हैं. Suppose the equation of the line is y is equal to mx plus c. Same. Okay. Where m is the slope of the line and c is the y-intercept of the line. Okay. So given क्या है? The slope of the line is 2 and the line is passing through a point, say P, that is equal to xy, the coordinate of moving point at any instant of time. It is given as 3, 2. Okay. So put the values here. What is y? Y is equal to 2. What is x? X is equal to 3 and m is 2. So put the values because this point is lying on this line. So this will satisfy this equation. So y is 2, m is given as 2, x is given as 3 plus c. So c is equal to 2 minus 6, that is equal to minus 4. Right? Now if we put this value, you can get the equation of the line. So what is the equation of the line under consideration? That is y is equal to mx, m is 2 plus c, c is minus 4. So this is the required equation of the line. I think the solution is very clear. चलते हैं next problem में. This is problem number 4. What is the problem? Find the equation of a line parallel to the line y is equal to 3x minus 8 passing through a point 2, 3. तो आप जानते हैं दो पैरेलल लाइन का स्लोप क्या होता है? They are equal. प्रीवियस सेशन में इसको आप लर्न किए हैं. So I have to find out the equation of the line. Okay. Say the equation of the line is y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. So जो गिवन लाइन है इसके साथ ये लाइन पैरेलल है. इसका मतलब इसका जो स्लोप होगा it will be equal to the slope of this line which I have to find out. So given m is equal to 3. Okay. Because parallel lines का slope equal होता है. So I have to find out c now. Let any point which is moving on the locus of the line is p, the coordinate of which is xy, and say at any instant of time this is given as 2, 3. So what is x? That is 2. What is y? This is equal to 3. Okay. And what is m? This is also equal to 3. So put the values here. Y is 3, m is 3, x is 2 plus c, that is c is equal to 3 minus 6, that is minus 3. So what will be the equation of the line? It will be y is equal to m, that is 3 into x plus c, c is minus 3. So this is the answer. This will be the equation of the line. which I have to find out. I think the solution is clear. चलते हैं next problem में. This is your fifth problem. What is the problem? Find the value of t if the line equation क्या है? Y is equal to t plus 1 into x plus 5 passes through a point with coordinates 3 comma minus 1. So I have to find out the value of t. This is unknown. What is the solution? I have to find out what? The value of t. Because this line is passing through this point. What is this point? Say it is xy and that is equal to 3 comma minus 1. So what is x? This is equal to 3 and what is y? This is equal to minus 1. So put this value on this line. What is the line? Y is equal to t plus 1 into x plus 5. So put the values of x and y here. So what is y? That is minus 1. What is t? We have to find out. What is x? That is equal to 3 and this is equal to 5. So 3 into t plus 1, that is equal to, if you transfer 5 here, it will be minus 6, minus 1, minus 5, minus 6. So if you divide this equation by 3, then you will get t plus 1 is equal to minus of 2, minus 6 by 3 is 2. Therefore, t is equal to minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. So the value of t is minus 3. This is the answer. Clear? चलते हैं next problem में. This is problem 6. What is the problem? If 3 points 2, 3, 3, t and 3, 6 are collinear, then find t and the equation of the line. So what is the solution? What I have to find? I have to find the value of t and I have to find the equation of the line. Given 3 points are collinear. That means suppose 3 points, say A, B and C. Say the coordinate of A is 2, 3, coordinate of B is 3, t and coordinate of C is 3, 6. Okay. And these 3 points are collinear. Okay. I have to find the equation of this line and also find the value of this unknown t. Okay. So first I want to find out the equation of the line. Say the equation of the line is y is equal to mx plus c. Slope-intercept form where y-intercept is c. Okay. First I want to find out the slope of this line. What is the slope? For this I will use these 2 points 2, 3 and 3, 6. So if you know the coordinates of 2 points, easily you can find out the slope of the line joining these 2 points. So what will be this? This is 6 minus 3 by 3 minus 2, that is equal to 3 by 1, that is 3. So this is the slope. For this I have used this point, these 2 endpoints. Okay. Now to find out C, say I am considering the first point 2, 3. This is passing 3 through this point. So where what is x? That is 2. What is y? That is 3. Okay. So put these values. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 3 and m is equal to 3 here in this equation. What you will get? Y is 3, m is 3 into what is x? X is 2 plus c. So what is the value of c? That is 3 minus 6, that is minus 3. So now you know the value of c and know the value of the slope m. So what will be the equation of the line? That is y is equal to mx. What is m? That is 3 into x plus c. C is minus 3. So this is the equation. Okay. Now I have to find out the value of t. How to find out? So we have known that the required equation of the straight line is y is equal to 3x minus 3. Okay. Point is passing through this point also 3, t. Now use this second point 3, t. Here x is 3 and y is t. So put this value here. Then what you will get? Y is t into x is 3 minus 3. 3 into 3, 9 minus 3, that is equal to 6. Therefore, t is equal to 6. So this is the answer. तो आज यहाँ तक आज का ये सेशन आपको कैसा लगा है? अगर अच्छा लगा है, please do like, share and subscribe this channel. If there is any problem, please write down your problem in the comment box. I will solve it. Thank you all for watching this video. Wait for my next video. Thank you.